Kamen Rider plus Super Sentai plus
Pretty Cure, Super Hero USA, Part 1.
On the night of June 29th, the story starts at a radar station in California of the United States of America, where one of the operators notices a large spot on the radar, telling the boss to see this, informing that a large object will be approaching Earth in 5 days, arriving on Independence Day. Suspicious if this object is dangerous, he will call every rescue service in America to be prepared for this upcoming surprise while preventing the citizens from growing concerned about this. The next day at Hippopare in Japan on June 30th, Shuma and Sakika and Mon are packing up to go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to meet with a friend of Sakika's for Independence Day, as the owner herself tells Hando and Reiki to look after the shop and deal with grand nude attacks if possible while the two are away. Shuma gets to experience his first trip outside of Japan, as the two leave for the airport. Meanwhile at Half Century, Horu comes downstairs to see decorations of American stuff, to which Saoriyajima and Rugi answer that it's to celebrate Independence Day week, with Rugi explaining that Tega's sword might learn about the USA as his reason. He later gives Horu a suitcase, revealing that the Gozyugers will be heading to Philadelphia because of Kenjiro's class going on a field trip at the State's Museum to learn the history and look at pictures of Declaration of Independence, and that Horu should find a part-time job there to not be lazy and walk around all day. Horu disagrees with the idea due to Mashiro taking care of Japan and getting the rings while the team's away, but is forced by Saori to do so, leaving the stray wolf no choice but to go, as the five beasts quickly head to the airport. Leaving from Hanamaki Town with their classmates, the Idol Pretty Cures are excited to go to Philadelphia to learn about the Declaration of Independence as a school field trip as well, while also excited that the girls will be at the meet and greet event for them as Pretty Cures to meet the American people who got into those idols as fans, as a 4th of July special. Though Yuta is disappointed that Pure Iron and Maron can't join, Danakon, the Cure's manager, joins the girls to get ready for the upcoming event. The three groups arrive and enter the same plane that takes them to the United States of America the next day, July 1st. When they arrived in Philadelphia, Sakika reunites with her friend, Uzami, who meets Shuma and is so happy for the two to come for Independence Day. Exiting the airport to head to their hotel, Kokoro's senior Usanda gets captured and turns into a #1 monster called Disco Fever No 1, while Futoshi, Kenjiro's grandson who wants to see arts in the museum, gets turned into a art-based Kuraiminda, making both Kokoro and Kenjiro horrified. Zakuri and Fire Candle, who are best buddies, arrive to ruin their break in America as Team Chakiri and Briden's collab plan, as Sakika, Uzami, and the teachers get the class to safety while the Idol Pretty Cures lie to go to the restroom to be more safe. The girls, Gozyugers and Shuma transform to stop them. Disco Fever is impressed by the Cures and Gozyugers' transformation sounds to be applauded from the audience. Sans Gav that the monster feels lame too, and challenges them to a #1 dance battle. Goji Eagle and Kirkin can take on his challenge as payback for using the victims dear to them, as Goju Leon joins the two for extra help. The first round starts as Earth, Wind and Fire's Let's Groove starts to play, while the others, including Gav who isn't focusing due to being called lame, fight against the Kuraiminda and the two buddies who summoned the Aries by their side. Seeing them amazed, the two besties and classes start to cheer on the heroes, giving Gav confidence to fight when they call his hero name. The three dancers win the first round as Goju Leon receives a limited Sentai ring as a bonus for him to retransform into Battle Japan to honor the red, white, and blue of the United States. Doing the same, Eagle pulls out the Kyuuja ring to retransform into Q Red, saying to Dino charge up this dance. Hard pounded by this, Kirkin continues to dance with the two, and together they beat Disco Fever No 1 in the #1 dance battle, allowing Leon and Eagle to free Yu from the monster's body who gets destroyed. Joining up with her seniors, Kin and the Idol Cure sing Trio Dreams to the Kuraiminda as distraction, allowing the three to perform the high emotion finisher, returning Futoshi back to normal. FC and Zakuri leave as a result, as the three franchise heroes get applause by the American people. getting to meet with those cures before the 4th of July while meeting the Gozyugers and Gav. The 9 took their leave, later reuniting with the class and the 2 girls. That night, they arrive at a hotel where they'll be staying with for each of the schools to sleep with, while non-students have their own room, such as Haru with Rugi, Rikuo and Sumino, and Shuma with Sakika and Uzami, who saw Shuma as a Kamen Rider but will keep it a secret alongside Sakika. When their teachers are asleep that night, the heroes and the class went up to the rooftop to celebrate and look at the view of Philadelphia, as Shuma, Haru, Yuta, and their friends meet again and talk about the field trip while trying their best to prevent the enemies from destroying Independence Day. As a full confidence, Shuma says he'll continue to not be lame and show those villains that he can be strong like the rest, much to Sakika's delight. During the talk, Sakika and Uzami wish to become idol pretty cures, like Sakika as Cure Hoppy, while Uzami as Cure Bear, together known as the Hoppa Pair Pretty Cure. A happy conversation and laughs marks the end of part 1. As the scene zooms into space where an unidentified large object is heading towards Earth in 2 days. Is it a UFO, or an asteroid?